Hey guys, welcome back. Check out the plumeria, how well it's doing. I know it's an easy one to grow in the tropics, but guys, I've had no luck in 10 years with these, so I'm happy to see progress on our frangipani. So, summer's almost over. Yeah, it's been a pretty good summer overall, even though we had that terrible mishap last week. I'm still giving it the check mark for a pretty good summer. So today's video in late summer is the progress on the guavas I have, right? My guava collection, guava trees. So where do we start? Let's start with I'm also watering the custard apple. I gotta watch that so it doesn't spill. Hang on, let me go and turn off the hose. Yeah, the day before it's gonna rain, not rain, the day before it's gonna be hot, I flood, you could say, flood the trees. Not all of them, some of them. So that's what we did here. I just finished watering the shepherd and the Hass avocados, not the Hass, the bacon. I think I'm not fully awake yet. Alright guys, so we're gonna start with this guava. This is the purple guava. Not my favorite guava whatsoever. However, each cultivar has its plus and minus. And the plus of this one is, well, it makes for a good or a great hedge. And that's why I put it here. It's going to be a hedge to, block this open space here. And it's got a while to go, probably another 3 or 4 years. It's been in the ground now 3 years. So once it gets to 5-6 years old, I think it'll be just at the sweet spot, giving me some privacy from people that walk their dogs here. This is a footpath, a sidewalk. So the purpose for this was privacy screen. And it's been flowering now for the last month, as you can see there, and setting a lot of fruitlets, hundreds. But like I said, it's not my favorite tasting guava. It's okay-ish. The lemon guava or the yellow cherry guava is far superior. And but it is what it is. This has its own purpose here. Extremely easy to grow, in the same category as the lemon guava and strawberry guava. I reckon it can take down to temperatures down to -5, -6. We don't have that issue here. It rarely ever gets below 0 Celsius. Rarely. Maybe one day every second year we might get down to -1 Celsius. And that's only for a few hours, right? All right, so that's guava number 1, the purple guava. There's the latest mango, KP seedling. This is guava number 2, the Mexican cream. Now this is a true tropical guava, right? I'm gonna mix in the tropical guavas with the temperate climate guavas. As you just saw before, that was a temperate climate guava. This one is tropical. This will not survive below freezing point until it's fully established. And right now it's not. It's only like 3 or 4 years old, maybe 4 years old. The reason why it looks so small is because I gave it a huge butchering a couple of months ago, I removed half the tree. Yeah, have a look. I removed the main lower branch down here. Remember I told you I don't like branches down low? Look at that. It's only like 4 inches. 4 inches off the ground, this branch. And this branch was as big as this branch, the main branch. So I didn't want that. And I got rid of this branch, right? That's two main branches. And I got rid of that branch in there and another branch over there going out in that direction. And I think there was a few other branches I can't see. Oh, there it is, that one there. That branch too. There was another huge branch, right? A lower branch or a mid-section branch. I didn't want all this traffic down here. And I see there's another little branch I cut there. So half the tree and here, half the tree was removed, guys. So, and here's the fruit developing too. It's always around this time that the guavas start to grow, right? January and February. They start growing in January and in February. Pretty much not only guavas, but also the ate moya, cherry moya, or custard apples as we say here. January, February is mid to late summer. So that would be around July, August in the Northern Hemisphere. That's when everything starts moving along as far as pushing growth and setting fruit and the fruit taking off. Here's a big one here. That one right there. There you go. Mexican cream guava on its way. And these are usually ready on the other side of winter. Winter here, guys, is June, July, August. So the Mexican cream is ready around August/September, early spring. So we have a long way to go. So it'll be interesting to see how this does in year 4. I have had 1 or 2 samples of the fruit last year, and it was very substandard. When these guavas are young trees, they don't taste so good. Tropical guava, they don't taste so good in our cool climate. But once the tree is established, that means over 5 years old, then the taste kicks in. Okay, let's go to our next guava. We're going to film these as I walk around. And there it is there. It's another tropical guava. That one up there. That's the Indian white. The Mexican cream is also a white flesh guava. Very similar to this one. So this could have been easily called the Indian cream guava because it's also creamy. They're very identical. But the Mexican cream, I believe, is a little sweeter. So this one here is 10, 11 years old. I think 12, maybe 12 years old. It's a lot older. And it can easily withstand below 0 Celsius. Now that it's fully established, you can see from the trunk, it's pretty serious. It's the circumference of the trunk is that of my arm, my upper arm, right? So this doesn't have any issues with the weather at all. However, having said that, in winter, it still needs sun to get that sweetness in the fruit, right? It's one thing for the tree to survive the cold, and it's another thing to get taste in your guava, right? You want your guava to be tasty, not bland. Bland guava is just mush, tastelessness. And that's exactly how this was in the first 3 years, just like the Mexican cream. But after year 5, guys, they pick up and they taste really well. Not as good as the guavas that grow in the tropics. They're a lot sweeter. But yeah, that's guava number 3, the Indian white. All right, let's move along. It's more of a walking tour update rather than chop, 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 right? I don't want to edit this. I just want to do a free-flowing video. So this is guava number 4, a non-tropical guava, back to the temperate zone. This is my favorite guava in the temperate climate category. This is the lemon guava, and these are forming, and there's literally thousands. And the reason why there's thousands, guys, is because this lemon guava is also 10 to 12 years old. I don't remember exactly, right? These were bought between 2012 and 2014 and planted, so I don't remember the exact year unless I go right back and check and make notes, and I don't do that. I'm not a note taker. I'm more of a spontaneous kind of person when it comes to records. So this guava here is very sweet, and this is the one I would recommend in the category of non-tropical. This is another one that goes down to -6 Celsius or thereabouts once established. Not when they're young. When they're this small, they're not going to survive in -6. They have to be at least 3 years old. Yeah, so what I'm going to do this year to change it up is thin it out to get larger fruit. Last year we had the largest fruit ever. So by thinning the fruit out, getting rid of these little ones, like that, you get, well, not just with the guava. I mean, this applies to any fruit, even peaches or apples. But because there's so many, guys, look, there's like a dozen to every cluster. We don't need a dozen little lemon guavas in each cluster. That means there's not 1,000, but 10,000 guavas on here. Who's going to eat 10,000 guavas? So by thinning it out from 12 to, let's say, 5, half the fruit, you get half the amount, but you get twice the size, guys. Twice the size. Yeah, that's the idea. Next is the pineapple guava, also known as feijoa. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 of them. And this is another one that can take temperatures down to -5, -6, maybe lower. I'm not too sure. I think some people said -8, which is pretty amazing. Oh, here's the last flower from spring. Wow, the very last flower. But now the fruit has come already. These started growing back in December. So I've got 2 varieties. I don't know their names. I got 1 variety here and 3 other trees of a different variety. The stock standard seedling variety. I think this one is grafted, I'm not sure. And I have another lemon guava. I planted a second one about 8 years ago, right? So this is more of an ornamental guava. The second lemon along the driveway. Yeah, okay. So they're all the guavas I have in the front yard. How many were there? I mean, not total, but cultivars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different varieties of guava. 3 temperate and 2 tropical. All right, and now in the backyard, I have another pineapple guava. The first one I planted, oh gee, this one here. I planted this back in 2005 or thereabouts. So yeah, this one is almost 20 years old. Maybe 2004. This is almost 20 years old. This pineapple guava. Yep. It's huge. And I've pruned it hard. Right? It's got the same shape that I have some of my trees, and I've removed a lot of branches over the years so I can walk under it not into it. Not into the tree, guys. Under the tree. I'm walking under the feijoa. I'm not walking into it. See what I mean? I'm walking under it. There were branches coming out here and I had to duck under. You kidding me or what? I'm going to duck under the tree? No. I'm going to walk under it, man. Okay, but you know, that came much later. That was after it was like 10, 12 years old that I did that. In the beginning, it was a shrub, and then I shaped it into a tree. Okay, next is, we have a lot of new ones here. We have this little fella here, and I keep forgetting his name. Hang on, let me get the label. Unfortunately, I can't find the label. It's somewhere under the these banana cuttings, the mulch I put here. It's the Ahmadabad or something like that, Pakistani. Look at the grubs they're doing to the leaves. Oh man, so bad. Look, caterpillars. I take it. Terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I've never been able to find the culprit. Whether I come out at night, day, super sneaky. Anyway, so this is the Pakistani, I believe it's Ahmadabad or something like that, right? You saw it in previous videos. That one's only been in here, in this position for like 3 months. And I had it in the pot for a year. So I've only had it for a year and a half. I think it's my newest, no, it's not my newest, it's my second newest guava. The newest is the the red one. What's it called? The one that Vu brought me as a gift. We'll get to it later. All right, this is one of 2 Thai guavas. I had this in a pot for 2 years. That was a big mistake. Never leave your guavas in pots, guys. Put them straight in the ground. So what happened was, in the pot, I had it in a very bad position too, in direct cold air and direct frost for 2 winters, and it died back twice. So that was really stupid. Hey, stupid happens, right? So this year I put it in the ground finally, and look at this. Look how attractive the stems are. They're red. Beautiful. It's my only guava, I believe, that has that red stem. So this is a truly tropical Thai guava, the nice big crunchy sweet ones, but it's got a long way to go. You can see where it died back. There's the main stem, the original stem. So it's growing from a side shoot. Yeah, and this one hasn't got any flowers or anything like that. It's still establishing itself. See how I feed them? With bananas, guys. Banana trunks and slow release fertilizer pellets and compost and edging, so everything doesn't get thrown out by the birds or runoff from heavy rain. And it's getting shaded now at, what time is it? 2 in the afternoon, but it gets full morning sun. It's getting shaded by the starfruit. All right, I'm thinking, where's the other guava? The other guavas are around here. The pink guava, Hawaiian pink, and that's also a beast like the Indian, except I've let this go high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the top up there. I don't want it that high. I can't even reach the fruit up there. It's exactly 4 meters tall. We don't want our trees 4 meters. Maximum should be 3 meters. So that's I've lost count what number I'm up to, but in any case, this is another truly tropical guava, and as you can see, I've cut all the lower branches over the years so I can walk under it. That's how I like my trees to be. Not all the trees, like the jabuticaba, I can't walk under that because it's a freak of a tree. It grows all its fruit on its trunks. So yeah, this is a beautiful tree. This also started flowering back at around Christmas time, and it set a few fruit. Not as many as last year, I noticed. Not as many, which is good. We're going to get larger fruit rather than clusters of tiny little fruit like that. You don't want that. So yeah, I'm going to thin it. I'm going to trim it, sorry. I'm going to cut all that down. I'm going to bring it down almost a meter. So yeah, this one is also around 12 to 14 years old. It's got beautiful bark, right? Look at that. Almost like a eucalyptus, the rainbow eucalyptus. Very, very pretty. Yeah, this would be my second oldest. My oldest tropical guava, second oldest guava. The feijoa was the oldest. All right, guys. I think there's only 2 left, and they're around here. We're almost done. Okay, the name came to me now. It's called the ruby red. The ruby red guava. This one from Vu. Yeah. And they've been chewing this too, and I can see a cobweb here has been busy, right, with his web. So yeah, here's the tag. Wow, I've got the tag still. There you go, Ruby Guava. Thanks, Vu. This is a gift from Vu because I bought all that inventory from him. But yeah, it's settling in. It's only been in the ground 3-4 months. He told me to look after it, so I thought, what better way to look after it than to put it in the ground? Forget about pots. You put it in the pot only if you're going to get hard frost or snow, and you know you got to protect it. Okay, here's another Thai guava, but for some reason I don't think this is a Thai guava. I think it's mislabeled because it doesn't have the red. It doesn't have red stems, guys. See how you can tell? See this? I think it's a fake label. We'll have to wait and see what it actually is. Yeah. There you go. See how it says Thai guava? I don't think it is a Thai guava. I think the other one is the one with the red colored stems. So dailies, we'll find out soon. This started flowering over summer, but it dropped its flowers. It's also been in the ground like 2 or 3 months. I planted it around the same time as the ruby red. And that's it, guys. That's my guava collection. These are truly tropical as well, if you hadn't guessed already. Hope you enjoyed that update in late summer of my guavas, tropical and temperate. And now we're going to be going to the beach. It's beach weather. Yay! I'm back at this red stemmed guava. You can see the red stem right clearly, without a doubt. Alright guys, please like the video if you enjoyed it. Give me a sub as well and join the club, and share the video with other people who are trying to grow tropical fruit in a temperate climate. Bye guys.